Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fee and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla analysis. Today, as much as I'm excited about Tesla outstanding quarter, I wanted to spend a lot of time on option trading strategies for those of you who are interested, including short-term and longer-term options. So I'm going to jump right into technical analysis. I have about an hour and a half left of the trading day to film this video and edit it and post it timely before market closes. So let's see if I'm going to make it. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I particularly love investing and trading Tesla. I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Let's get right into it. So here's the daily chart for Tesla. It is an outstanding chart. The daily candle is definitely bullish engulfing. It has surpassed the first price target of my weekly bull flag. It hit all-time high briefly at $900 today and then retrace a little bit. It is currently trading at $891.64. The volume right now is 141%. We still have about an hour and a half left in the trading day. So by the end of the day, we're looking at about 160 to 200%, which is also outstanding for Tesla. The RSI seems to have a little bit more room on the upside, but $900 serves as a very strong resistance at the moment. So let's see what Tesla will end up for the day. If Tesla ends the day above $885, then that is very good news, and I hope that it will continue that bull run into tomorrow. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. So on the hourly here, it is clearly a breakout with a consolidation. It also looked like a bull flag. Actually, let me change it to 15-minute chart. The bull flag is a lot more prominent on the 15-minute chart here. Once again, it hit the all-time high and then retraced back. But I do think that this is just a temporary consolidation before it spiked back up again. The trading range for tomorrow on the upper end is $927. Middle pivot point is 882 and the bottom pivot point is 864. Above 926, 927 here, we have 983, which is the second price target of my weekly bull flag. While I don't think that Tesla can get there tomorrow, I do think that Tesla is on a clear path to get to the second price target there once it gets to above 900. Possibly it could get there by next week. So as long as Tesla continues this momentum, I think that it has a really good chance of surpassing 900 and getting to 983. So let's strategize for tomorrow. Tomorrow, if Tesla opens flat and moves sideways again, then that's excellent for the bulls because that is consolidation day. If Tesla opens flat and move down a little bit, touch this pivot point at 882, I do believe that it will go back up to at least 900. Absolute worst case, I think the support right now is 876. That is the optimal point to enter any call option. So once again, if Tesla moved down and touch either 882 or 876, I think that's the optimal point to enter a call option. And we'll talk about what kind of call options you're looking at. And when I say enter call option, I'm talking about buying or longing a call option, not shorting it. If for whatever reason Tesla reached down to the bottom pivot point here at 866, that is also a very good opportunity to either buy shares or add call options. And I think the absolute lowest that I can anticipate in the short term is 853, which it did touch today. Right when market opens, it touched 853 and it bounced right off of that. So I don't anticipate Tesla would go down as far as 853 tomorrow, but anywhere between 882 and 876 would probably be realistic for a quick bounce. Now let's take a look at some options. If you are a day trader and you're looking at a super short-term trade, this is extremely high risk because tomorrow could be a consolidation day and you could lose all of your premium. But if you're looking at $900 a strike price for tomorrow's expiration at $5.80, give or take here. And if tomorrow Tesla hit the top pivot point at 926, that would be a $2,600. So that's about 5 times of a return based on this strike price right here. But it's high risk because you could likely lose all of it lose all of the 580 if Tesla doesn't reach 900. So if you choose to do a super short-term weekly option, I would recommend anywhere closer to the money. And if by the end of the day Tesla ends below 890, so let's say if it ends the day at 885 or so, that will be a very safe point to enter a $900 strike price call option that will be expiring on Friday. At that point, this premium should be about below $500. If you are looking for a more aggressive trade, you can look at 925 for $1 right now, give or take. And again, this is extremely aggressive because if it doesn't run there, you'd easily lose this $100, right? The chance of success for this particular options at $925 strike price for tomorrow is a lot less than the chance that it would hit 900 tomorrow. I'm more interested in a longer term option, which is a swing trade. So I'm looking at November 12th, for example, for about 3 weeks out. I'm looking at 950. So 900 would be too expensive and the risk versus reward ratio would not be as great, but 950 would be reasonable because the hope is that by November 12th, Tesla will be hitting 983, which is the second price target on my weekly bull flag. So at 950, November 12th, you are looking at about 1180. So $1,180 for the options, which buy you a little bit over 3 weeks with a fairly realistic price target here. If you are interested in a little bit more risk, you can go out to 1,000 for 520. This is a little bit harder to achieve in my mind for 1,000, but when Tesla does run, it could run really fast, and it could potentially get to 1,000 within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So it is a good probability, not as high as 950, but it is also a good probability and also a good risk versus reward ratio. If you are interested in leap call option, let's start with perhaps let's start with February 2022. Let's start with February 2022. So the reason I picked February 2022 is so that I could cover January earnings result as well as Q4 delivery result. And the reality is Q4 delivery result will be outstanding to conclude the year. So I do think that early Q1 call options could be very much profitable. For that matter, you can also do January 21st, right? But that might not cover the actual earnings for Tesla for 2021. So February is a little bit better in my mind. And then in that case, I would go out to, let's say, 1,050 strike price. You're looking at about $3,000 or $30 in premium here. That's actually not a bad risk versus reward ratio. But if you believe that Tesla could get to 1,400 by the end of the year, then this option from $3,000 premium could get you $40,000 by the end of the year or early next year. So that's also an outstanding risk versus reward ratio. Now let's go to the farthest options expiration, which is January of 2024. If you're looking at 1,050, you're at about $20,000 premium right now. If you are looking at, let's say, $1,300, which is more of what I have been looking at, $1,300, January 2024 expiration, you're looking at about $13,600 in premium. I had hoped that we would have a sell-off today and this premium could get to about 10,000 or 11,000, but apparently that wasn't the case. However, because it's also a little bit further out, so the option has not moved too vigorously, and if tomorrow is a consolidation day or a retracement day, it would also be a good opportunity to enter the call option for the leap call option here. I would potentially wait until tomorrow for the call option, depending on how Tesla ends for the day. If Tesla ends around 880 or 885, I will enter a call option. But if Tesla ends right around here, 895, maybe I'll wait a little bit. It's up to your risk tolerance. The reason I'm waiting is I'm looking for a small retracement, which might not happen, right? So right now, the hourly chart does not look terrible from a RSI standpoint. So we might not see that retracement in the morning. It might even gap up in the morning. So if you don't want to deal with gap up in the morning, you might want to enter a call option right before the market closes. And you still have a pretty good risk versus reward ratio, and it's still a decent point to enter as well. Optimal point would have to be a little bit of a retracement, which I can foresee it retracing back down to 882, 881, or 876. To me, those are a much more optimal point to enter. So the daily chart is looking really good. $900 is a very strong resistance right now, and it retraced right off of that number. So we have to be very careful. If you are super conservative and you don't mind paying a little bit extra, you might want to wait until Tesla surpass 900 and stay above that. So ideally, if Tesla goes above 900 tomorrow, stay above that with an indecision candle right around $910, I would say that that is a much, much higher probability of success than what we're looking at today, because today we are facing this resistance point of 900 here. Obviously, the price action today was not a huge sell-off. It had a gap down in the morning and it closed that gap very quickly. So if you enter the trade early in the morning for a reversal, that would have been a fantastic to hold on to it. But if you didn't, I still think there are a good opportunity for a retracement tomorrow or so to enter a call option. So those are the possibilities and the options in my mind. I'm not a financial advisor, so please don't treat this as the Bible. Make sure you do your own research. Quantify your risk versus reward ratio very clearly. I would map out all of the scenarios on a piece of paper and see how the day ends, as well as how the market opens tomorrow, and play according to the finite set of probabilities that you would map out. If you have any question, comment down below, and I will try my best to answer before the market opens tomorrow. Thank you very much, and looking forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos.